Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Three Geeks conversation. Today I'm joined by Jamie and Allie DeBerry. Allie, hi. How are you? Welcome
Hi,
home.
ladies. Doing good. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
We're
Absolutely.
glad you chose to come on here with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm kind of navigating a lot right now. I have two kids, so I'm like, okay, can I figure out someone to watch my son? And my daughter's trying to nap, so we're squeezing it in. We're making it work.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, we both have kids. We understand that struggle
Yes. So you
completely.
relate, trying to juggle it all for sure.
Yes. Oh, what first sparked your interest in acting?
I was always the obnoxious little kid who was posing for the camera. I loved putting like funky outfits together and would always be saying, "Mom, take my picture, take my pictures." So I started out modeling when I was a little kid, and that sort of transpired into acting, doing commercials, which led to TV and then film. So, just being that crazy, obnoxious little kid that loved being in front of the camera. And I still get that same high from it.
That is incredible. No,
I
that's
feel
so
like
much
all
fun.
girls go through that stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we go through a stage where we like hate getting our picture taken.
Oh, yeah.
Like, please
absolutely.
don't. No, no, no. That's not my good side.
Let me see it before you post it.
Yeah, let me see that, please. Let me filter that.
We do that now anyways.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I know. Thankfully, I have an Instagram husband. I'm like, sorry, don't like any of those. Can you take a few more? Now that I have kids, I'm lucky just to have anyone looking at the camera without
Yeah.
like a finger up their nose or
Anything.
blinking. I'm lucky just to get a photo of all four of us.
Absolutely.
Looking in the right direction.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I know.
Oh, the kids
What
are how I get away with not being on camera now.
Oh, my whole
also
camera roll. I literally have 100,000 photos on my phone and
and it's all the
videos.
kids.
And it's all them. It's all
Yeah.
them. And it'll be like
Yep.
all the same picture, like one little tweak of a difference, and
You
can't
can't
delete any
delete
of
it.
them. You
Nope.
can't. No, I have to pay the $9.99 for storage every month. Apple gets me.
It's
Y'all
awful.
probably have to do the same, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Same. Was there a specific moment when you knew this was what you wanted to do?
So growing up, you guys were probably the same way. I like worshipped Disney Channel. So I was like, if I could just get on Disney Channel, like my whole life would be set. Like that was the goal, that was the dream. So I auditioned a lot. I auditioned for so many Disney shows before I ever got Ant Farm. And I was starting to get discouraged. But when I landed that role, I was like, oh, my dreams came true. So that really was a monumental moment for me landing that on Disney. And, that led to some other things. But yes, I've always wanted to do this.
That's a kind of perfect transition into talking about Ant Farm.
Yeah.
That role became such a fan favorite character. What did you love most about playing her?
She was very charming. We all know she was very ditzy, not the brightest. But I don't know, something about her was just lovable and likable. And still to this day, let me tell you, it's been like 17 years probably. And I still get noticed for Paisley. Everyone's like, are you Paisley? You're Paisley, right? I'm like, it's been so long ago. I was, let's see, 15 years old when we filmed the pilot. And now I'm 31. So it's been a long time, but I love that people still watch it. It's on Disney Plus, and I guess it's still relevant.
It's hard to believe it's been that long. But I know
Yeah.
my 17-year-old has watched that with her brothers. So yeah, it
Oh,
still gets watched.
yeah. I mean, it's still funny. The writers were hilarious on that show.
Yes.
Most definitely. Yeah, that's one my kids also fell in love with. They'll
Yeah.
watch if it's on Disney, they're gonna watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. How old are your kids?
11 and 8.
What? You guys look way too young to have kids that old. What? This
I'm
doesn't
I'm
even make sense.
I'm only
Crazy.
like a year older than you.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
started young.
Yeah.
That's good, though. You get more time with your kids.
Yes.
You know.
That's what I like to say anyways.
Yeah.
I agree. I know. I want all the time in the world with them.
I just want the time to just pause. Just pause for a little while.
I
know.
wish there was a pause button.
I
That's
wish. I know. This morning, my son grabbed my hand and said, I love you, Mama. I love you. He can't say his L's. I
Yeah.
love you, Mama. You're the best mom. And I was like, nothing
And
will compare to this moment. I'm right in
the
this
day
house
they
too.
turn into like non-baby words again, you're like, wait,
I
go
know.
Oh,
Yeah. When
yes.
those L's replace the W's is going to be a
Yeah,
very sad day for me. I already know.
it is.
Oh, it will be. My youngest used to call her hands hams. And she would go, I have to wash the germs off my hams.
The gums.
And I was like, the day she said hands, I went, no.
No.
Like, those are hams.
No, but it would be weird if she was 17 and still saying
Yeah,
hands,
you know.
you know.
So it's like
So
they
I
have
guess
to, but you just want to keep them little forever.
Yeah.
I know. So sweet. I know. Precious moments for sure.
Transitioning from your child roles to more mature, complex characters can sometimes be challenging to like lose that image. How was that evolution like for you?
Yeah, I know a lot of people struggle with that transition from Disney to film and feeling like, they need to be so grown up. I never really felt that way. It felt like a smooth transition. I did a lot of Lifetime films and some indie movies. So I kind of did it slowly, I feel like. And then now to Hunting Wives, which is very scandalous,
Yeah.
but very fun. Yeah, I felt like it was sort of natural.
That's amazing to go
Yeah.
from Disney to that, and it just natural. I love that for you, because when I started Hunting Wives, I didn't realize it was like that, and the kids were in there. I was like, okay, wait, we've got to turn this off.
Yes, that's a show you watch by yourself at
Absolutely.
night. Yes, I know. Might have to fast forward through some scenes. Yeah, that's mommy's show. No kids allowed.
Yeah, I love
Mommy's
it.
alone time.
Definitely.
So funny.
What was the audition process like for Hunting Wives for you?
For Hunting Wives. So nowadays things are different. You self-tape. So you set up your little camera, your little tripod, and you send in your audition tape. Back in the day, you had to go in LA and audition and for the callback and producer sessions. So it was like a whole ordeal. Now it's so much easier. I can literally just set up my camera in my living room. But the audition process for Hunting Wives, I filmed it on Valentine's Day. My husband actually helps me tape all of my auditions. I'm very grateful for that.
That's awesome.
So he was helping me film it. We did not have a Valentine's Day date or dinner or anything. I'm like, if you do this for me, this is like your Valentine's gift to me. So we filmed it. I think I filmed like 2 auditions that day. And I heard back, I think it was like a month later. I was in Arizona with him. He plays professional baseball. So we were at spring training. And I found out I got it, and they were like, okay, you need to be in Charlotte, North Carolina in like 2 days. So I packed everything up, and next thing I knew, I was in Charlotte at the table read with everyone.
That's
That's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
Also, kudos to your husband for doing that.
He's a trooper. He's been doing it for like 12 years. I know. Literally all the roles I get, I'm like, hey, you filmed that audition for me. But what's funny is when he'll try to give me like line reads, and I'm like, babe, are you an acting coach? Sometimes I agree with what he has to say. Other times I'm like, okay, I won't be doing that.
Like, all right, yep. And now I'm going to do exactly what I just did.
Yeah. I appreciate the input, but maybe not.
So with everything that you've done, is there a certain genre that you feel you lean more towards?
Yeah, I've done a lot. I've done thriller, I've done drama, comedy. I would say comedy is my favorite. I just love finding like the rhythm and the beats and the jokes and what works. And I think it's just fun to make people laugh. So I always go with comedy for sure. Whenever I get a comedy audition, I'm like, oh yes, what can I do to make this fun?
I feel like just in this brief, wow, it's only been 9 minutes, but your bubbly personality, I can feel that even through this. So I could
Oh
feel
yeah. Thank you. That's sweet. Yeah. I like to have fun with it. And that was what was so awesome about the Taylor role is she's just fun. She's over the top. She's a little silly. She's extra, but she's one of the girls and she's always down for a good time. Like, let's go to Coyote Joe's. Let's go line dancing. Sure. You want to have margaritas at 10 a.m. for brunch tomorrow? I'll be there. You want to go boar hunting? Yep. I'm right there with my camo on and my hot pink glass with margarita in it. She's just fun.
I love that. I think that's what makes Taylor relatable to viewers. Like amidst all the drama, she's just fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A little bit of a comedic relief.
Yeah. And that's needed, especially something that does have so much drama and scandal. You have to have that comedy.
Just a little glimpse. Yeah.
Just to break it up.
Oh yeah. And season 2 is so awesome too. It's so fun. It's even crazier. I can't say too much, obviously, but We're filming it right now.
Can't wait.
And it's wild. Somehow they top it. Rebecca, our writer, she's just a creative genius, and she comes up with the most wild things. I'm reading the script like, how did they top season 1? I don't know how.
Do you have a favorite like memory from season 1 or a favorite scene that y'all filmed?
I always love when we get to film at Coyote Joe's. That's the bar. And that's where, I did the bull riding scene. And it's actually a real bar. So like they'll rent it out. And we had, gosh, I think it was 500 extras both times. So we filmed there in season 1 and then we got to film there again in season 2. Literally 500 extras. And they're all like frequent customers of Coyote Joe's. Like they hang out there on Friday, Saturday nights. So they know all the line dances, and it's fun just kind of getting in on the action. And I'm from Texas, so you would think I would know line dances, but I actually don't. I need to kind of step up my
I was
game.
going to ask if you did.
Yeah.
I know. I need to start. We had to learn a really fun one in season 2. So I'm like doing it around my house. I put the song on. Yeah. It's
I love
catchy.
that. Now the kids are going to start doing it with you. Well, not the baby, obviously.
For sure. Oh, my son, he'll tell me to stop. He goes, Mama, stop dancing. I'm like, you're already embarrassed of me at 3? Come on. Dance with Mama.
It's so early. You're like, no, you're supposed to be dancing with me. You're supposed to teach
The
me those new
judgment
fun
already.
moves.
He does love country music, though, thankfully. We always have country music blaring at our house.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to find a country song you don't want to have blaring in your house.
Yeah, I know. They just put you in a good spirit.
It's good music. Cool. I knew exactly what I wanted to ask until just now.
It's like
happens to me all the time. It's mom brain. It never
Mom brain. Yes.
Mom brain. I have to write everything down in my notes app or I forget.
Always.
But then I'm up at 2 a.m., thinking of all of it again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can't sleep.
What
Me and
never
Jamie,
fails.
we like 4 a.m. We're texting and we're like, hey, have you thought about this?
Yeah.
And she's up. She's up
Yeah.
for sure. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, just couldn't sleep. The one time my baby is sleeping, I'm like, okay, why can't you sleep now? Your baby
Yeah.
is
Why am I awake?
Yes. And that everyone tells you, they're like, sleep when they sleep. And it's like,
oh,
Say it
okay,
where that's
yeah.
easy.
no.
I'm driving in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
They're sleeping. Crash. Oh.
Right.
Oh, man.
How do you emotionally prepare for some of those more intense scenes?
How do I emotionally prepare? Just getting in that headspace. I think about sad things. I know
Yeah.
things that I don't want to think about. When I very first started acting, I didn't realize. So when you're on set, we do so many different camera setups and different angles. So it was like one of my first films that I had a really emotional scene. I was crying. And you're thinking about all the sad things, people dying and whatnot. Anyways, I didn't realize like when it's not on you, your coverage, like you need to save that. Save those tears, save that emotion. So we had done so many different camera setups. Finally, they get to me and I'm like all dried out of tears. I'm like,
Can't do it anymore.
Oh no.
I'm like, wow, now I know. Rookie mistake. Save all that for your camera coverage.
So did you have to use like eye drops afterwards?
No, you know what? I've never used those until recently. I did it on like an audition tape. It's called a tear stick. But it burns. You have to be careful. I'm like, I'm not using this anymore. It burns and then you like can't see, so you're blinking like this. So any actors out there, I don't really recommend. Maybe if you do just like a little bit. But I was like, okay, I learned that the hard way. I cannot see, my vision is blurred. So I try to do it. Yeah, try to do it on my own.
That sounds miserable.
It does.
Oh, yeah. Oh, terrible. I know. I'm like, is this going to mess up my LASIK? Hopefully not.
Is it hard for you to go from those intense emotional moments to come back to reality when you come back home?
Yes and no. Now that I'm a mom, it's like when I'm off the clock, I'm nursing, I'm back to this. That's kind of what keeps me grounded is motherhood, as you guys know. So it's like when they say that's a wrap, I'm back. I'm scrubbing dishes in my kitchen. I'm changing dirty diapers. It's back to reality. So I actually look forward to being on set and having that escape.
A break? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, exactly. You
Don't
understand.
ever feel guilty for saying it either.
No.
You need it, or you won't
We don't
lose
get a lot of
yourself.
those.
We
Yeah,
don't.
I know. It is fun.
And it's
fun
hard
work.
to learn that you deserve them. That it's
That
okay
too.
to have them.
But I'm the kind, like, if I can be with my kids, I want to be with them all day. I'm not like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a nanny or here's someone. I'm like, no, I'm gonna spend time with them and raise
Oh,
them. It's my child.
right. All the
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't need a babysitter to go do this. I just
Yeah.
won't go do this.
I'll
Like,
bring them with me. I got my baby
right.
on my hip. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. It's sweet.
So, you know,
Until they
what?
have a meltdown,
They're
Yeah,
like,
and then you're like,
I'm
okay, I gotta step away for a minute.
Be right back.
What advice would you give to, kids starting out now, having done that, any young actors or actresses that may be wanting to step into this industry?
Yeah, I say always start local. I know a lot of people would always tell me, oh, I'm going to move to LA and be an actor. I'm like, first of all, start local in your hometown. Start doing, theater. Look for someone who does acting lessons or workshops. And do everything you can locally before you jump out to LA. Nowadays, you don't even need to live in LA. Things have changed so much.
Yeah.
But it's better to be a big fish in a small pond, I think. So, I started in Texas, did everything I could in Texas before I started going out to LA. And yeah, just find someone or a local theater and dip your toes in that way.
I
Did
feel
you
like
do
that's
any
good.
theater?
I did a little bit. Yeah, I did do a little bit. I remember I played, Little Shop of Horrors. I
Oh,
was Audrey in
love
Little
it.
Shop of Horrors. What a great show. Yeah,
Love
not
it.
not too much because the acting style is a little different. In
Yeah.
theater you have to project and be larger than life, which did prepare me for Disney because they love big energy. But then film and television, you got to bring it down. It's a lot more natural. So
Yeah.
definitely different styles of acting.
Very fair. Is there a
Mhm.
dream role or genre you haven't tackled yet that's on your vision board?
Ah, it is really cool being part of such an iconic franchise like Hunting Wives. My goal would be to be in just like an iconic movie like Mean Girls, The Notebook. Love Rachel McAdams. She filmed both of those movies in the same year back to back. So I'm
Which
like,
is crazy.
jackpot, both of those films. So just to be in like a film that's so memorable that people quote all the time, that's like, oh,
And watch years later.
everyone knows the movie. Everyone watches it every time it's on TV. Yeah, I would love to be in a film like that.
I definitely think that could happen for you.
I hope so. Prayers, fingers crossed, maybe one day.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming projects other than season 2 that you can talk about?
Well, I just filmed an episode of a guest star on a show that I filmed in Florida. I don't even know if I can say what it is, but hopefully soon I can share. It's season 2 of a really fun show with some really fun cast members, some big names. So I don't want to say
It's
anything yet because
Googling.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know
we
if
don't want to get you in any trouble.
Yeah,
That's
you
for
can
sure.
probably do a little research and figure it out, but yeah, I will I'll share that when I'm able to and when season 2 comes out of that show.
It's exciting
Perfect.
to know we get a chance to see you again on more than just
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for
Exciting.
sure. Yeah. And then we're about to finish up season 2 of Hunting Wives. I go back in March to film our last episode, which is kind of sad. So hopefully we get renewed for a season 3 soon. Just to like
Definitely.
something to look forward to. I feel
Yeah.
like you got to. Everyone
Yeah.
loves Margot,
I
everyone
mean,
loves Sophie, all the drama, the hot mess.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no. You give other people train wrecks to watch and they love it because it's a break from their own.
Oh, yes, exactly. They're like, well, at least my life isn't that bad.
Exactly. At least I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, at least I didn't screw up majorly like
Yeah.
all of them. Yeah,
Well, and then
it
season
is
2
a
is
good
just as
break from
exciting.
reality. Yes, exactly. It's so fun.
It'll keep that momentum. It'll happen.
I think
Season
so.
3, it's coming.
Yes, thank you for the good vibes.
Too.
For sure. What advice would you give your younger self? Like
Oh
if you could go
man.
back and tell
I
young
feel like I'm
Allie.
still giving myself advice every day and learning.
You have to.
I'm such a perfectionist and a people pleaser, and I feel like if I could just nip that in the bud, I'd be golden. So I'm still working on that, but I would say if I could just, take a step back and not worry about, oh, what is so and so thinking about me or how is this going to play out? I think I would, just be myself more, not worry about it, do my thing, and I always trust that God has a plan, so that's always been my mantra. So I think that would be my advice.
I love that. That is beautiful.
Thank you. What about you? What would you say for yourself? What advice would you give your younger self?
Ooh.
Wait, this is for her, right? Not like
Either of
we're
you.
now
Ooh.
we're being interviewed. What just happened?
Yeah, no. That it's such a loaded question.
No, I can say this just
You're like, where do I begin, girl?
I had the same
Yeah.
conversation like last week with my 17-year-old. I said, don't be so quick to say no. Just because you're scared, because you have a fear of heights or you have a fear of getting on a horse.
Yeah.
Say yes. And then if you get there and you're like, okay, I really can't do this, then don't do it. But don't say
just
no
try
before you get there.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good advice.
Being open to things. Yeah, for sure. And what
Mine-
about you, Destiny?
To what? To not let the people around you take advantage of your kindness.
That's
And
deep,
stalk
girl. We could
Yeah.
run with that. Don't let them take advantage of you. Yeah, that's really good. Good stuff, guys.
I've done that a lot, and only in the recent years have I finally been like, you know what? No.
Yeah, I can say no. You two are opposites. You're like, I'm saying no, and I'm saying yes.
Yeah, know when it's good to say no.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, and having the right people around you, because everyone is an influence.
Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely. I think we got a good gang now, but it hasn't always been that way.
Yeah. Takes time for sure.
It does. Well, Allie, what are your socials where people can keep up with you and kind of see what's coming next?
I struggle with posting all the time. You know how busy we are. But my Instagram is Alexandria DeBerry. So I do share on there. I try to post on my stories or some pictures when I can. But I'll keep you guys posted with everything from all the shows on there and when they're airing.
Perfect.
amazing.
Well, guys, go follow Allie. Keep up with it. Check out Hunting Wives Season 2 when it comes out, and this other mystery show that she'll announce soon. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe here. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.